It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Wilson. This is Chase Claypool on a receiving end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now it's Wilson. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Check smash, check smash. Head to 60, head to 60.
Again, it's Pacheco. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Denzel Mims. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together. Now gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at him right now. Instead, they went against him.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
18, run. 18, run. Ready. 70, Timberwolves.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down to force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
65, 70 Lions.
Now it's Wilson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 29, here's second down and 5. Here's Wilson. Able to connect to Mims. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Pacheco, touchdown. And finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better?
A big play there. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
38-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
There's Wilson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing is Wilson. Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And now they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this time he is in. Isaiah Pacheco, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Goff. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A handoff now for the... And the ball is knocked out. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
To Chick Okonkwo. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
On second and inches, Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Here's Pacheco. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Tough spot looking at second and 16 here after the big loss. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Phantom. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. First down, here's Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They are going for it. Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a run with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Now it's Wilson. This is caught by Addison. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jordan Addison, 28 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And he works free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Also to Debo up to make the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now gone. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Gone. Right side to Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down. Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again is gone. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go. Top 60. 70 Lion.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Bison.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got this one completed to Mims. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First down and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. And turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Gone. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
180.
Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Goff now to throw. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now Goff. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, Goff. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 44 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he loses the football a second time. It's going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Again, running right is Mitchell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To throw is Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
It's second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Goff. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. What's that?
Mitchell is in for a touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 62 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Goes in, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Goff. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.